Good morning, and as promised, today's broadcast coming to you from the Kalahari will be in English. Now, since we have put those arguments behind us and we look forward bringing some updated news and impressions to everybody in the country and elsewhere, uh, I just want to bring some feedback from Natal. We are all aware what happened during the past couple of days there, last week before that, all the violence and the looting and the burning of buildings, etc., which put the economy back by probably around about 50 billion rands. And how we are going to make up for that losses, I don't know. Where the rebuild money is going to come from, I also don't know. Because at this stage, I think the country is borrowing money at a rate which is impossible to keep up, and it's impossible to pay back. I got some people in a lot of various towns in Natal who is now daily sending me reports of the situation in their towns, what is happening and what is not happening. And the general impression is that it is all quiet throughout Natal, that there is no indications of continued violence at this stage. So that's good news, and we are very happy about that. But it is as if there is a sudden uncomfortable silence that is descending over the country. Everybody is very much aware what has happened, and there's a lot of uncertainty about the future. A lot of rumors is being going around that there will be a further outbreak of violence, which we hope do not happen. But the chances or the possibilities of that is very real. But I think there will be a break of some kind, but it's not over. The situation in South Africa will not stabilize due to a lack of factors. And the biggest one is, of course, the division within the ANC. And we will probably see a rising situation with xenophobia attacks again soon in the future, unhappiness about other things, etc., etc. Meanwhile, I noticed that everybody is calling on the president to make a cabinet shuffle, to fire the inept ministers and replace them with well-trained and experienced people. The question is, where are they going to get those people? If they are not even willing to do away with BEE, how on earth will they put a capable person into cabinet? There's calls for Becky Ceele's head to roll, and a deadly silence reign about that. The police have failed the people, and somebody must take responsibility. It should be the Minister of Police, Becky Cele, but on the contrary, nothing is happening. Sunday night, during the President's speech, he looked a defeated man, as if his own, as if it is not his ideas that he is putting forward, that he is only a mechanism or a communicator with the population, and it's that somebody else somewhere in the background is actually playing the drums. And only time will learn. But we must be very careful during these times, because already during this almost quiet period where nothing is happening, already rumors start rising again. And we know that there is thousands of fearful people out there that don't need any more promotion of fear and the spreading of fake news. Now, we have seen that quite a lot over the past couple of weeks, and I want to ask each and every one of you to refrain from passing on fake news. It is dangerous to do that because people are brought under a wrong impression of what is really going on and what is really happening. We must take responsibility and ensure that the information that we do forward is true and real. I believe in early warning. I believe in the fact that you must keep the people on their toes. But I don't like it to frighten people unnecessarily. We must stay focused on what has happened, what can happen, and what will happen somewhere in the future. Because just as the social grants have been continued until March of next year, we must accept the fact that somewhere in the future the state is going to run out of money. And when that day comes, we are in for big trouble. At a stage, the government will lose control. They will lose control just as they have lost control over all the other state functions. And we can just hope that they keep control of the police and the defense force. But the day that is gone, we will sit with a full-scale anarchy. And it will spread from the cities and the troublesome areas across the country like a wildfire. And it is for that day that we must be ready. It's for that day when that happens that we must be in place, have all our plans in place, our actions on what to do when that happens. So while everything is quiet at the moment, I think it is time that we plan wisely, that we start thinking ahead about what had happened and what is going to come, because it is going to be 10, 20, 30, 100 times worse than what has happened in Natal. We saw that. We can only imagine the chaos in total anarchy, where every armed man will react and enforce himself with a firearm or a panga or whatever weapon he can lay his hands on to get food, to get money, to get something, and to get to you. So we must be ready and we must be prepared. There's a lot of stories about the Zuidlanders that people like to spread. But I can tell you today, just as I am willing to put a lot of myself into this effort, that I'm willing to talk in any language in a need to reach everybody, to warn everybody. Just as I'm doing that, everybody else should focus on the final result, on what do we want in the end. How are we going to get there? But while we are preparing and planning and join the Saintlanders or don't join the Saintlanders, join another group, but be prepared and you must plan. You must plan thoroughly for extra food, fuel, clean water and a way to clean water. You must have enough medicines and enough warm stuff, at least a tent, and have it ready at hand to pack your car if the time should come. We must use this quiet time for our preparation, for what may come in the future. We must have no illusions that the situation in South Africa will deteriorate. It won't improve. Because there is no ability in government to improve. There's no ability in government to ensure our future. There's no ability in government to protect its citizens. So this morning, after you have enjoyed your condensed milk coffee, think about it, about what you got to do just in case. I've said it many times, people, take out vehicle insurance in case they are in an accident. People take out medical insurance for in case they get sick or have to go to a hospital, but no one got insurance against anarchy. Nobody wants to admit the possibility of anarchy. Yes, it's very good that we have guards, that we have buurtwag and patrollies. It's very good that there's farm guards, patrols are taking place, community protection is in place. But that will only work for so long and not any further. It can't work further on a grand scale of national anarchy. Then we will have to come together and as one formed a force to do what need to be done to stay safe. Don't forget to go and subscribe, to like, to forward it, to ring the bell. Let's spread this channel as wide and far as possible. Let the people of the world know what is going on in South Africa. Because we got a right to live. We got a right to be safe. Thank you.